Greetings, RWBY fans. I was not expecting to meet you all again so soon, but me and my robot voice are here to bring news on what I've been up to lately. If you have not watched my recent RWBY video, you may do so by clicking the link. It talks about fans' recent disappointment in the direction RWBY has taken, and how that affects both the show and Rooster Teeth. But whether you are a staunch RWBY fan or a critic, I want to announce something that I hope both sides of the fandom can participate in. This news video is to announce a little project called RWBY Visions. It is an AU, or alternate universe, project based on RWBY. For those of you who are unfamiliar, a RWBY AU is a fan's retelling of RWBY's universe, using its world and characters as a base. The most prominent examples I can list are Henceforward, created by Kuma from Taiwan, and RWBY 3.0, by Dishwasher 1910. Both of these AU stories explore the future of RWBY's cast, portraying them as adults and theorizing what their future might look like. But for my own AU, Visions, I want to go to the very beginning. RWBY Visions is a side project that reimagines the world of RWBY from the ground up, using the earliest sources, like the trailers and earlier volumes, as reference. It is both my own little love letter to RWBY, a creative side project I can have fun with, as well as my own contribution to RWBY's creative community. This project aims to be a fan reboot of RWBY, with an emphasis on trying to improve and explore various parts of RWBY's setting, lore, and plot. It may sound pretentious to some of you, but I assure you, all this is really just a fun creative exercise to play around with RWBY's world and experiment with it, while also using the source material as its foundation. It explores what we already know about RWBY, its lore, concepts, story, and characters, and creates a sort of sandbox for myself and others to play with them. For example, we now know since Volume 3, that RWBY and the others had to escape Beacon and are no longer students. I myself have always wondered, what if they had spent more time in Beacon? What kind of cool lessons can they learn? I also would have loved to see Team RWBY interacting more with each other and the other teams, like Juniper, Coffee, and Sun, but we may never get to see that again. This AU is meant to satisfy that desire, among many other things I'd love to see in RWBY's universe, but can no longer get from the show in its current state. That's where you come in. You can currently find the project in its baby steps on Reddit. I've created a subreddit to house any and all information and artwork regarding the project. If you are a Reddit user or are comfortable with using it, I welcome you to join me and have discussions about the project and what direction it can take. I've started off with some basic guidelines about the AU as well as a promotional picture, which you can already see now. I hope some of you, especially AU enthusiasts and RWBY analysts, to come over and have discussions about what we can do. Whether it's just to drop an idea or to give an entire RWBY thesis, I am interested in reading your opinions. More importantly, please don't be afraid to join in. Whether you're a hardcore fan who is completely happy with the way RWBY is now, but you love looking at fan creations, or a critic who lost their original passion for the show and want to express themselves, I hope you all can come together and share your love for the show. Most of the content for this AU will come in the form of fan art, drawn by me. The main purpose of the subreddit is for me to get feedback on how to improve the ideas I'm using, as well as to work with the community on new ideas I normally wouldn't have thought of on my own. Since this is an alternate universe, I'll be using my imagination with a lot of the show's elements, but since it is also a retelling of the story from the ground up, I want to base it as much on canon as practically possible. Therefore, I hope to balance both its faithfulness to Monty's original work, and its openness to new ideas and improvements. If this idea takes off, I hope to form a community of sorts around this AU, since I'm touching on a very specific niche of the RWBY fandom. If things go well, I can get the help of more moderators to assist in managing the subreddit, help connect like-minded fans together on a common forum, and perhaps to expand it to other social platforms for fans who don't use Reddit, so everyone in the fandom is able to join the discussion. I believe I've said enough. If you wish to know more, feel free to join the subreddit on r/RWBY Visions. My name there is Saito, or Saito-kun. Thank you for listening, and if RWBY Visions has caught your interest, please feel free to stop by. Until next time.